Hello students of class 10. Uh, we have already finished our syllabus from the book Bliss, and for your pre-annual you will have uh, all the chapters from the Bliss book, that is the four prose pieces as well as the four poems, which includes Father's Help, Runaway Kite, The Passing Away of Bapu, and The Cat. And the poems include the fable My Own True Family, Sea Fever, and The Snake. We have completed everything, but once again we are going to revise all the chapters. So let us first start with Father's Help, Unit 1. Lying in bed, Swami realized with a shudder. Shudder means all of a sudden, okay, with a jerk, sudden jerk. You get up with a sudden jerk. That it was Monday morning. It looked as though only a moment ago it was Friday. So, according to Swami, that Monday came in very soon, and Monday means going to school. Already Monday was here. He hoped he didn't have to go to school. So he didn't like Mondays, and he didn't like Mondays for the fact that Monday means he had to go to school. He didn't want to go to school. At 9 o'clock, Swami wailed, that is, he cried. I have a headache. So he says that I have a headache. How can I go to school? I have a headache. Mother generously suggested that Swami might stay at home. So mother said, okay, you have a headache? Okay, no problem, you can stay at home. At 9:30, when he ought to have been in the school prayer hall, Swami was lying on the bench in mother's room. So, the mother did not think that, it could be an excuse, that a headache could be an excuse. She said that, okay, you have a headache, okay, better you stay at home. So it is said that at 9:30 he should actually be in the prayer hall, that is the assembly that takes place in every school before the school begins. But Swami was there. Where was he? He was lying in the bench in his mother's room, with the excuse of headache. Father asked him. So father was there at home. Swami's father was there at home. So he said, have you no school today? He was a bit surprised. He said that it's 9:30. He was still at home. I think that it's Monday, right? You have school. Don't you have any school today? Headache, Swami replied. Swami said that I have a headache. Okay, headache, nothing more. Okay, he didn't want to give any explanation. He said just headache. Now how can I go to school with a headache? Nonsense. Dress up and go. So Swami's father was very, clever enough. He understood that it is nothing, but he is just making up an excuse. He said that nothing doing. You just get up and go. There's no headache, nothing like that. Headache! Says that, look, I have a headache. How can I go? Loaf about, less on Sundays, and you will be without headache on Monday. Loaf, you already know that, roam around aimlessly in that way. Okay, so father is saying, you spend your Sundays uselessly, just roaming about here and there, doing nothing constructive. Okay, and Monday you're saying that headache. So you don't spend your Sundays properly, then you won't have any headache. Swami knew how strict his father was, so he changed his tactics. I can't go so late to the class. So Swami understood that this excuse of headache, won't persist before his father. So he said that no, I have a, I am very late to school. How can I go so late to school? It's not possible for me. You will have to. The father said that, what do you mean that you cannot go late to school? You yourself, you have, it's your fault that you're late. You will have to. It's your own fault. You're late because of your own fault. Nobody is responsible for it. So if you are late, you have to go to school. Tell them that you are late. What will the teacher think if I go so late? So Swami is saying that how can I go so late to school? What will the teacher think that I have come so late to school? Tell him you had a headache and so you are late. So the father said that whatever you are telling us that you are having a headache, so you tell your teacher that you had a headache. That's why you cannot, that's why you came late to school. You were not feeling well, so you just took some rest and then you came to school. That's why you became late. Say that. He will scold me if I say so. Say that means what Swami meant was that teacher won't take in such excuses of headache for coming late to school. So he will scold me. So since I'm late, I cannot go late. Means since I'm late, I won't go to school. That's what Swami tried to say. Will he? Let us see. What is his name? So father said, what? He scold you for for coming late, and when you say that you have a headache, still then he will scold you. What is the name of your teacher? Samuel. Does he always scold the students? So the father is asking that, is he always so strict with the students? Does he always scold the students if they come late? He's very angry man. So Swami puts it, no, I cannot, mess with him. He's a very angry teacher. He's especially angry with boys who come in late, wouldn't like, who come in, wouldn't like to go late to Samuel's class. So he's saying that he's a very angry man, and this teacher is especially angry with those boys who reach late to the class. If he's so angry, then the father says that Swami is saying that no, he's especially very angry with those boys. He would be very strict with us. He would scold us, so I cannot go so late to the class. So father says that if he is so angry, why not tell your headmaster about it? So says that okay, you say that he is very angry. Okay, so if he is so angry, then why don't you tell your headmaster about it? They say even the headmaster is afraid of him. So then the father, then Swami said that how can I go and tell the headmaster? They say that even the headmaster is afraid of him. So therein we stop for unit 1. Okay, so this, you have already understood this and you have done questions from this, but I have given you some, you have already written these answers, but once more you will write these questions. I have put it up on the board. The first question is, what was father's view regarding Swami's headache? Okay, what was father's view regarding Swami's headache? The next question, what was the reason for Swami's headache? Next is, what was the reason for Swami's headache? The third question is, why did Swami need to change his tactics before his father? Why did Swami need to change his tactics before his father? And the fourth question is, who was Samuel? Fourth question is, who was Samuel? So what you will do is that you will write all these answers in your copy, okay, neatly in your copy. You have already done many questions from this chapter, so it shouldn't be a problem. Thank you, students.